Tampa, maybe.
Hmm.
Uh, maybe. Denver for Russell Wilson. Yeah, Denver's in the market for a
I
quarterback.
think Denver would be
Uh,
better. Yeah.
yeah, Denver would be. I think that would be more ideal than that. So there was Deshaun Watson. That whole situation. That's another quarterback that's linked to Washington, linked to Pittsburgh, linked to a lot
Hmm.
of different teams. He's still dealing with some legal issues and everything too. But if he gets cleared of those, where do you think Deshaun Watson goes to?
Right, exactly. Then you just have to deal with the civilian lawsuits, and it's which team would
Yeah,
want to take him on. And I got a surprise for you, man, because the quarterback that this team currently has, they're not going to win with him. It's already proven. You need a better quarterback. I think if you want Cleveland to rock again, Deshaun Watson.
Mm,
Deshaun
okay.
Watson will rock Cleveland. They got that defense, they got that running game, and you bring him in with that athleticism and that arm that
Right.
he's got, grab him another wide receiver, Browns will make serious noise in the
Yeah.
AFC. That's how good Deshaun Watson is.
Yeah, Deshaun Watson is really good. I mean, that's
Amazing.
why when teams were at like Miami was in play this season to try to get Deshaun Watson, the Eagles were in play to get Deshaun Watson. Like they were ready to. With reports and what I've heard, the Eagles during the midseason were doing their due diligence, was looking at
Yep.
um, the whole thing with the lawsuit and everything too. But I think that they kind of just they wanted to wait and say, we don't really want this problem if this one keeps lingering. So we pull the trigger on a couple draft picks, then we're basically screwed. Then
That's
he's
right.
suspended and all that. So no, uh, let's not do this. So, but yeah, Watson needs to be linked first. Yep, he definitely to being eligible to play without any issues. Totally agree. Yeah, they have to go through that first uh, with that, and then hopefully he's not suspended either afterwards because the league can investigate. They can suspend him for whatever and
Yeah.
everything too. But yeah, so shout out to Damian Adams, your co-host for the
Your
33
partner.
podcast. Yeah, great call on Deshaun Watson for the Browns. We said with that defense, with that running game, they like I said, they get a receiver or two. I just read Amari Cooper's link to them
Yeah.
as well, so that could help. That Yeah, Deshaun Watson to Cleveland, that would be
Oh.
something. And
Oh.
and then and then that division, you got Baltimore, you got Cincinnati. That division's gonna be tough anyway. But and then if Pittsburgh's get a quarterback, his offensive line help, they'll be back in the mix. And yeah, with Cleveland and Deshaun Watson, I agree. I think that's a really good. That's a really good. I didn't think about Cleveland, but do they
Nobody
cut
does.
bait
That's
with?
why.
Yeah, but yeah, right, right. But do they cut bait with Baker Mayfield though? That's the thing. I think they're gonna probably give him another year, but are they gonna cut bait with him? It's like you said. I don't think you can win with that guy.
You can't. You really can't. Look, he had the perfect team last year. They got to the playoffs. And look, I know they went up against the Chiefs and they actually had a good fight, but he wasn't the reason why they were in the fight. It's Nick Chubb. It's that offensive line. It was that defense and Myles Garrett making plays. So, I would be all about him going there. And I just want to ask you something really quickly because, yeah, Cincinnati got to the Super Bowl this year. They did a good job, but everybody was like, oh, they got one of the most explosive offenses in the entire league. We didn't see that in the playoffs. I think they had a very kind of a lucky run. They went 10-7. Like I don't expect Cincinnati to be some sort of juggernaut in the AFC, even though Joe Burrow is their quarterback. I really don't.
Right. And that's interesting because, like you said, they weren't super explosive. I mean, against Kansas City, they had them. Like they were beating them, in the playoffs and in the AFC Championship. So the Chiefs should have probably made the Super Bowl definitely because they were up. And if they score, I think it was in the second quarter. They scored at the end of the second quarter. You get those points, then I think they win that